Actually, it's kind of like the best tidbits of life actually come when you're not really thinking about, the fact that there may be some source of brilliance that may come out, and you go, man, I wish I recorded that. So we're gonna leave this one at that one with the subject because, as people of color, we're in this new culture shock of life right now. And it's not doing so well because we're having more difficulty trying to identify some things that just have never felt right about the word itself. I was online and I watched a militant friend of mine blow a whole lot of his friends' mind by admitting, I am Uncle Tom. And all of his friends jumped on that damn post. Nigga, what the man? You know what? If you go you for real, you ain't joking. What the fuck this, that, and the other. And then he was like, ho ho ho. No, I mean the real Uncle Tom. And man, what you talking about? This, that, and the other. And so then, me and a couple other people jumped in and said, oh, you haven't read Uncle Tom's Cabin? You don't know the backstory of Uncle Tom's Cabin? You don't know who the real Uncle Tom was and how he was? He actually wrote an autobiography that came out not too long after Uncle Tom's Cabin was the first American world best-selling worldwide book, in the history of literature. Come on, man. You don't know? I mean, shit. Uncle Tom was so gangster. This motherfucker was saving slaves back, left and back, helped out the master and the whole nine. Master loved this motherfucker and the whole nine. Oh, shit. He was whooping Sambo ass, all this other shit like that. Then turned back around and took the whole, and then turned back around, took all the motherfuckers to goddamn Canada, made the first doggone city for free black slaves, and also the first city that legalized interracial marriages because he took the master's goddamn wife with him. That's some real shit. And yet and still, we got black folks that really honestly believe because they hear the same sound as nigga when niggas and NGR and all the other good things that are to black people come with that same kind of resonance. And they, for some reason, have this instinctual genetic trait that makes them, man, that's ew, dude. Reading is not just fundamental. But at the same time, we're dealing with this from so many different angles as people of color. And that's where I'm at with this whole moment of brilliance that I need to just say, because part of that goes so much more deeper that it's become another portion of this instinctual thing we can't let go. We can't let go. We are the last generation of people on this planet that can't let go of some shit other motherfuckers conditioned us to believe existed for a very long time enough to actually get away with a lot of shit that we're just waking up mad about. Man, shit, this ain't reparations. Get your ass up and out. Can't help a brother if you can't tell a brother, dude, you got bipolarisms. You got triggers. You need to work this out. Man, fuck you. Then stay up under there. Those are the motherfuckers that even Harry Tubman was like, you know what? I don't even want to waste a bullet. Let him stay there. And they've been there. And now we got people that are waking up and then they're moving back down south. Don't even know. Still in the same stuck goddamn condition mentally than the way they came off the boat. Right down there. So this is a deeper thing of brilliance because the need for us to try to alert each and every one of us is as simple as cash checking. When you're waiting for cash and you need cash so much that you can't wait to get down to the check cashing store to cash that motherfucker so you can get this cash in your hand, and you ask your friend to take you down there, and your friend is in the car with you and they taking you down there and they like, oh, girl, you want that cash real bad. Girl, you just don't seem to understand. Get me to this cash checking place, girl. I need this cash checking place right now. And they like, oh, look at you, girl. You so need that cash so much that every damn sentence and everything has got cash in front of it. You just said cash checking. Girl, I ain't say no damn cash checking. I know it's a check cashing place. The fuck you talking about? Oh, so now you trying to act, huh? Okay, this, that, and the other. And then the rest of the story is them walking back into the check cashing place. And at this point, they done so up in their feelings between each other that their girlfriends say, oh, girl, you know what? I know something going on in there. It looked like they're about to rob somebody in there something. Hold on, you wait. But they done already, just because of this cash checking issue that they done had, that they done got up and their feelings wet in the car, you know, that instinct is not registering because, bitch, you know, you probably think that I'm motherfucking crazy, this, that, and other. You just trying to keep me from getting my cash, bitch. I'm getting my cash, shit. I'll walk home and walk in that motherfucker. And next on the next news, you got some shit with somebody sitting back there going, I can't even explain how I couldn't prevent half of the shit from going on, but that's what's going on with us as people of color right now. And I don't know how to share or define the brilliance in there, but it's in every last one of us. It's in that instinct every time you want to slap a motherfucker silly. It's in every instant that you get tired of motherfuckers telling you that you got some dumb shit going on with you need to get a hold of and stop doing. It's in you every time that you feel like motherfuckers just seem like they just can't get along or don't want you or don't like you, when you really honestly can't identify what those things are and then figure out how to motherfucking own those things and make them motherfuckers believe us. It's in us enough for us to actually not be able to, you know, be comfortable with all this LBGTQYA expedited all up in your motherfucking ass when half of us don't know the alphabet right. And yet and still, all those other motherfuckers, they love you when you're parading with them until all of a sudden some shit happened in your neighborhood, in your house, in your life, that just is already just a little bit too black and whatnot for them to actually justify, you know, as, okay, so Sandra Bland didn't like y'all, but she would support y'all, you know, or, you know, how, you know, that damn preacher, you know, killed that gay boy and this, that, and the other, when the same goddamn video was just trending a week ago right there in front of black folks about, how dare you come in here dressed like this, that, and the other. And yet and still, we still got all these other motherfuckers that don't think that God don't play when Eddie Long ain't living and ain't nobody talking about him no more. But, oh, we forgot how he dared them to actually prove some shit that he was already doing. It's just that, unfortunately, the structure of their churches and our lives and the things that we have in our culture alone, not white folks and everybody else, because they got everything. We stuck in the same little culture of, we got to do this and be this way. You got to be Presbyterian or Methodist or this, that, and the other. In the meantime, we all still mad, too, because, it ain't just them white priests and shit that's fucking boys, too. But we ain't ready for all of that, to handle all of that, and we're missing the mere fact that maybe we need to break out of some shit that's so genetically entwined in us. The only way we can do this shit is to accept every complaint, every issue, everything that makes you feel, personally upset about because you don't like the way they this, that, and the other. Make that shit something that you need to look better at instead of trying to act like you know every fucking thing. Moments of brilliance was not what I was planning on doing when I did this, but it's done. You good?